All right, welcome back to video number 6 here. So we have a lot that has changed. We're going to spend most of the time in the new addition. Not going to spend a lot of time here in the renovation. Pretty much we're waiting on some window blocking, some extra just wood base, and once that gets installed, then the windows will be installed in the renovation, and then from there, really they'll get into the finishes. So not a lot's changed from the last time in the renovation, but we are going to walk just a little bit here as we come through. This is our specials hallway, and as you can see up top on the ceiling here, it has been painted a bright yellow. The windows are covered up right now. Those will obviously be new up there, and then there will be some sound clouds that will be, or ceiling clouds, I should say, that'll be put in here. And we actually will have, if we keep walking, we'll have some more ceiling clouds installed in some other parts of the room. So to my right now, is our flex classroom, and we can get a shot of that for you. You can see some things have been painted in there and done. If we can take just a quick peek in here in our art room, you can see there's some casework, painting's been done, and then we're going to try to sneak in here to the far end to our STEM classroom. So in the STEM room, we do have the ceiling that's also been painted this bright yellow, which again, the ceiling clouds will go in, so you won't see all of the yellow. There will be some sound ceiling clouds in here, but you can see all around the STEM room there is casework. There's also whiteboards that are all over the place in here, because this is supposed to be a brainstorming room, a place where kids can really think and get creative. And, of course, we'll have the glass garage door and then all new windows up here as well. So a lot's been taking place. So behind me, I know this was all boarded up before, and now you can see it's the entry into the new addition, into the new building, which we'll walk there in just a minute, which is our commons. Right over here is actually the women's restroom. Everything has been ceramic tiled in there. It's just really ready for fixtures and final touches. Right off the commons is a new concession. So as we walk here just a little bit, you can see that these actually used to be restrooms on the other side of this. I know it's kind of hard to imagine that right now, but this will be our concession stand that we use for a Workins tournament, some of the wrestling tournaments we have. And then right off of here, everybody will be able to walk out and into really our vast commons that will be available just for all the different things off of our gymnasium. Okay, so I'm standing just right off the commons as our library space that everyone will be able to see our library space as well. And, of course, the light cord is all the way down here. And then the library, this is the main entrance into the library. And then these will be windows here that everybody can really kind of see in the library as they go through. But very large space. We'll just kind of peek in there quick just so you can see a little bit around in here. In the back room over here is actually the office. And then in this corner over here, we'll have what we call learning stairs, which are just some spaces for our kids to get on and just read books. And really just to have a quiet reading time. So we're going to walk what's going to be the new cafeteria line for our students. So again, right out in front of the library is where we're at. And we're going to walk over here to these double doors. So we would have been standing outside, I suppose, now from the old part. Our students will come through here, and the food service line will be, or I should say food service kind of buffet line will be over here, and then students will go right through that door and all the way out to the commons. Over here, we'll just kind of walk through. This is really where only food service will be. You can see the hood is for the oven, and then that hood down there is for the dishwasher. So this is really the tray return on that far right-hand side, and this is just a food service door. And then behind me is just some just food storage for the freezers and fridge and things like that. And that actually where we stole some space from Tiny Town. But we'll go take a look at Tiny Town in a minute. Behind me, you can see that Tiny Town is actually getting painted right now. So we're not going to go too far in there. But things have really opened up here. You can see the new entry into Tiny Town. We've moved all the Tiny Town playhouses out for right now, except for one. But this is all getting a nice fresh coat of paint right now. Okay, so just directly behind Tiny Town is what we consider the 3rd and 4th grade hallway. So right here is actually a special education classroom. And then as we get down further, you're going to see the 2 garage doors, the glass garage doors that'll be there for the 2 4th grade rooms. And then again, to my right, I suppose, if I'm standing right now, is the library, just the back side of it. So we'll keep walking down so everybody can see this. So I just wanted to get a little bit of a close-up. This is our first 4th grade classroom then, and this glass garage door will be able to come up. So then across over here, actually where these cement pieces are actually cubbies where the students will put, they're essentially open lockers where the students can drop off their book bags and their coats and gloves and everything. And then out front in this open spot will be the 3rd and 4th grade collaborative zone. And actually on the back side of the library is another glass garage door where students can also flow out and use that collab space out here as well. So this is the 3rd grade classrooms behind me. Again, every classroom has a pretty similar setup. An entry, glass garage door, a teaching wall set up for the teacher. There's also a sink in every classroom so students can wash their hands. And then again, the glass garage doors open up into the collaborative spaces, which we are really encouraging instructionally. So we built this space for 21st century instruction. So this is the entryway into our 2nd, 3rd, and 4th grade restrooms, and then everybody else, actually pre-K through 1, has their own private restroom in their classroom. So this is what we consider 2nd through 4th grade restrooms. We left this open because out front here is really going to be the sinks where students are just washing their hands, and that, it limits messing around, and allows supervision for teachers as well. So on the right side will be the boys, and on the left side will be the girls as you go through. Standing in one of the 2nd grade classrooms here, we just wanted to give you the scale a little bit. You can see what we're talking about as far as how big of windows really wanted. We wanted the space to be very light, very bright, hard to be grumpy, a pretty happy place all the time. So in each classroom over here, we do have a shared storage that exists in every classroom, and then also a place for casework and in a sink. And then, again, pretty vast space where you can see the teaching wall would be set up over here. And then you have the glass garage door, which can open, and then that would go out into the 1st and 2nd collaborative space. So each classroom is very intentional in how we set it up and how we plan for learning to occur. Okay, so behind me is the 1st grade classrooms, which also double as a storm shelter. You won't really be able to see that when all the finishes are in, but everybody should know that this is a storm shelter for us. So in case of severe weather, all of our students can get in there, and it is a standalone structure, but still similar setup to where they have the garage doors on each side here, and then they have the collab space available to them. Which also brings in a lot of light from the light court. And then one more thing I just wanted to show just right over here is our RTI suite, where we have some small group instruction rooms, and then our 2 RTI teachers will be in the back over there. We're standing outside of the main entry. We just wanted to show you a little bit as we walk into the main entry what things will look like here. So this door would be unlocked because as you come through, there will be then a secured entry. It'll be locked in the vestibule, and then sitting right over here to my right would be the main office. So as we walk into the main office, Rose would have to buzz you in here. So Rose would be over here, sitting at this window. She could also obviously see who's coming through. And then we're going to take a little bit of a walking tour here in a minute of just our office complex. Ready? Okay. So over here then is actually going to be our nurse's office. Our nurse will sit right here. Moving forward, we do have kind of a quiet space across from Rose that we do have some students that have to, sit maybe waiting for their parents, might be sick, something like that. So we have that space for them. And then the nurse's restroom is also back in there. As we walk down the office complex here, to my left right now is Mrs. Livingood's office. So Mrs. Livingood will be in there. our principal. Over here to my right would be Mrs. Abbott, our counselor. So she'll be in this office. And then in the back here is a conference room. So we'll have a conference table, have a lot of different IEP meetings and parent meetings in that space. And then as we come through, this is really just a kind of a workspace where we'll have the copy machine. We'll have some cabinetry set up on this wall. And then, of course, teachers can access it from this door in and out. And this is kind of a flow-through zone for the office.